Hello, in this video I'm going to continue on with the developing a new character series here. This will be part 4. I'm going to try and do this really fast because the last video was much longer than I wanted it to be. So I'm going to get right into this. I'm going to cover 3 things mainly in this. I'm going to show you a little bit more with the Armory Station really quickly to start off, and then we're going to power level some skills here to show you how fast that can be done, and then we're going to go to Cyrodiil to get that taken care of, and then I'm probably going to end the video there because it will probably be long enough at that point for this video. So really quickly, I want to show you something that may or may be debatable with some people, and that is the CP tree on a undersized character, basically before you get to level 50. If you are CP on your account, but you are leveling an alternate toon, the CP tree does matter and it does count. And before anybody comments and says, no, that doesn't, you're full of crap, I'm going to prove it. I will slot this right here, slippery, which does not give you any statistical bonus that you can look at. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on afterwards. So this is 1400 max health. Okay, so I'm going to show you what my stat is for maximum health. As you can see right here, it's 35,527. Okay, so 35,527. So then we go back into this red tree here, and then we slot this right back on again. Okay, so it was 35,527, and now you can see it has gone up 37,000. So that is provable right there that the CP tree does matter. So as soon as you start building your character, go ahead and fill in your CP with at least all your passives, if nothing else. And then you could choose your slottables if you want to, but your passives without question should be on. Including this new one that they added in update 47, might have been update 46, the Discipline Artisan. This will help you level your skill lines faster. So just keep that in mind. So just that really quick tip there. Make sure you have your CP filled in on your character. And as you can see, I have it saved on the profile here so that when I need to pull my points off, like I'm going to do right now, I don't have to re-add those every time I do that. I set that up so that all I have to do is just do my skill points. Now, the reason I pulled the skill points off right now is because I'm going to power level some crafting skill lines. And so last night I deconned a little bit more off camera, and I've gotten up the enchantment to 41, so we're almost there. Gonna need a little bit more. I'm gonna guess you're probably gonna need in the range of maybe 150 glyphs total to get this all the way through the finish line there. But we're gonna do provisioning and alchemy in this video. So I'm gonna start with the alchemy, and we're just gonna start by looking at, can we fill anything in skill point wise? No, we're at the very bottom. Alright, so how do we get this to level up? You want to start with your most potent level of either potion or poison. And I like to do this with whatever I have the most of. And typically I have more poison than potion, so I'm going to go with Ichor here. And then the reagents, you just want to find something that you have a lot of that you can actually build something with. So I have a lot of wormwood here and a lot of water hyacinth. And as you can see, that's an unknown poison. Excuse me, I think I might be coming down with something. That's an inert. So you just want to come through here and find something that's got the ability to make the poison, but at the same time, it's got a lot of your ingredients. So here we go. There's a lot there. So I'm just going to make... You have to make the poison first to learn what it does. Just one. And you can watch it go up. Now, the thing you want to watch for while you're doing this is you got to look at here to see when your next level is that you can put a point in. For me, that's level 10 on this instance. So I need to make just enough to get to level 10. So I'll try, let's do 10 more, see where that goes. Okay, maybe 3 more. Should have been 4. Okay. So once we get to 10, now we stop what we're doing. We go into this alchemy and we put in the point here. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to work with a more potent reagent at the very first part of the poison. Now this we're not going to fill in, and this we're not going to fill in. We're just going to do the very top one here, and then when we get to this, then we'll do this one maybe, probably not, but just this one is the main, this is the main focus here. So now we're going to go in, and because we've got a lot of that, all we're going to go up here and do is change to slime. And I'll just make 10 of those. Okay, now again, we need to look and see. We got to get to level 20 this time. So let's make, let's say 20, just to see where that ends up. And there we go, we're at level 20. So now we can go in here, put in our skill point. And again, all you're going to need is 8 free skill points in here. Just 8. Pardon me. And so now that we have that filled in, now we can change the very top region. Now we're going to go to gall. We'll do 10 of those to see what happens. And again, once you get into these more potent reagents, it makes the needle move much more. If you just do these grease ones, it's going to take forever and you're going to use a lot of materials. So keep moving your reagent like this and your meter will absolutely blast through this and you'll be able to do it much faster. All right, so I think what we get to now is 30, so we're almost there. We need a little bit more. In addition to that, when you advance through these more progressively, the meters take more XP to get through, so it won't move as fast. So you got to do a little bit more, but these regions also get more potent. So we're going to put a skill point in there. And now we can get up to 40. This just makes you make the ability to use more potion ingredients, so you can make a more potent potion. And then this one will make extra. Because we have the extra skill points and I can make more money with more potions, selling back the junk potions. I'll fill that in just so that I've got more to sell back and make money back from. But let's go back in here. So now we got to try and get to level 40. So we're going to go into the Terebinth, or Terebinth, whatever that is. Nobody ever uses this reagent. You guys usually blast through this and get past where you can use the full-bodied potions, or poisons. Okay, we're trying to get to level 40, so let's just do another 15 here and see where that goes. Maybe another 5. 6. 7. Should have been 8. Okay, so now we're at level 40. We're going to put in our other skill point here, get to level 5. Now we're going to try to get to level 48. So now we're going to Pitch Bile. We got to get 8 levels, so I'm just going to make 25. So, again, some of these meters are a lot more difficult to pump through. As you can see, I just made 25 and it only went up 4 levels there. So let's go 15 on that one. We'll see what happens. And why this is important is because you can access your medicinal passive for your alchemy. And there we go. We're at 49 now. So I can do 2 points now if I want to. And then the last one is 50. So now I can just go all the way down here to Night Owl and not have to make very many, because this will go through a lot faster. And there we go. Now we are level 50 on Alchemy. And I am a level 11 as the actual character. It's that simple. So we're going to go over here to the Armory and pull off the points. And I'm going to sell all those poisons. So I don't have... another recommendation really quickly, I didn't mention this in the very first part. Make sure you start your research on your characters as soon as you can. And the reason why is this stuff can take forever to get done. And if you do this, this is really going to help you be able to obtain master writs if that is a thing of interest at all. Master writs can make you a lot of money from selling in traders. It can help you buy master tables, or I should say attunable tables for like I'm using here, like all of these tables that are listed here. In this, you have to have vouchers to get these, or you have to buy them off of traders. So if you do a lot of master writs, that's the best way to do it. Master writs also contain a ton of XP. For example, now that I'm level 50 on Alchemy, I could conceivably do master writs on this character for Alchemy to power level the rest of the way and turn in on the master writs, because all that matters is to fill in this all the way right here and this all the way, or excuse me, this one. The laboratory use and the solvent proficiency is all you need to be in order to fill that in. You don't have to be a CP character. So now that I am back out and have all my points out, now I can look and see at... I actually haven't learned any recipes, so that's why I can't do that. But a similar thing, maybe I'll do the recipe thing in another video, but very similar to what you did here with the provisioning. What you need to do is you need to pay attention to what level the food is, and as soon as you are able to make the next highest level food, start making that, and that will move your meter as well. So that's how you do the alchemy. I'll do the provisioning in another video after I learn a couple of recipes to be able to power level that as well. So again, the enchantment was already done, so now I'm going to go to Cyrodiil, and I'm not going to do anything out and about. So I'm just going to go into the standard black reach. I'm not even going to leave the base for this. So it doesn't really matter which campaign you do this in. We're just going to do the introductory quest of Welcome to Cyrodiil with the goal of getting to level 3 Alliance skill, the skill lines. And as I said in the previous video, I had received a mail reward with AP, which actually kicked me up here. So I don't have to do that. But you have to go to there's a guy that stands right in front of the door, right here. Whichever alliance you're on, you want to find the base and go to the door where it looks like you can exit, but you can't really. And it's this person here.
Let me guess.
And you want to just and it gives you the Welcome to Cyrodiil mission. And what you want to do is, I recommend you do this mission all the way through without cheesing it at all. And why we're going to do that is because it will give you more AP. Than it will actually get you to level 3 in your alliance. If you do this, if you cheese it, then you won't get as much AP. Now we're going to go back up to this. We're going to talk to person way out here by the siege training area. And why this is important is you can see how slow my horse is right now. If you get this completed, then your horse will go 15% faster, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a noticeable difference, trust me. When you have just 15% shot into your horse real quick like that, you will notice the difference. It's a massive difference. And this is a really quick mission. All you have to do is talk to this guy and complete the mission, and then pick up the next one right away. And then you learn how to fire the weapons. So you just have to fire the tri-bucket. Doesn't even really matter what you hit. I like to just hit the thing, back out, go to the next type of weapon, and shoot it. Go to the next type of weapon and then shoot it. And there I got a skill point. Okay, so then I gotta go talk to this guy again. And then I have to repair. Now how you do this, you gotta go into your inventory, into your slottables, and then slot the repair kit. Use the repair kit, and there we just popped level 3 on the Alliance War skill line. And then we go talk to this person, and then boom, we're done. That's all it takes. Now I'm going to be a higher level than normal on the Alliance War because I got those AP points, but now I can fill in this continuous attack, and now my horse will be much faster. It still feels extremely slow at this point, but unfortunately that's the way it is. So I'm going to queue out of here because it's much quicker just to queue out of Cyrodiil to go to Imperial City. And then I can just walk out the door, which is to the north, and you go to the red base anyway. And I'll pick up claim my stuff here. And remember, once you're a level 10, now you can do the random dungeons if you want to. The fastest way, if you're just wanting to power level from here on out, is to just do alchemy writs or the enchantment writs once you get that up to level 50, and then you can just move all the way through at that point. But I would recommend that you keep an eye on your skill lines to make sure that you can do you can level all the stuff I've been talking about. And you got the ability now, once you're level 12 here, you can slot your ultimate here like this. That'll level this skill line, level that skill line. I should have done the ward, actually. Impervious ward. And we'll do Fate Carver some more, because that's the big daddy of this class. Okay, so then that leaves you 2 floating skill lines, and as you can remember, I'm wielding a lightning staff right now, so I don't need to level destruction staff. But what I am going to do is I'm going to level the resto staff skill line for sure, because this is going to be a healer. And then I'm going to keep leveling dual wield here. We'll go rapid strikes. I need to put my shield back on from soldier. No, it's from... Oh, I can do another skill line, a weapon skill line there. So as long as I have my 3 classes, I can do just do a bow there, just for fun. So now we've got 1 from each skill line, and we're leveling 3 weapon skill lines. So...
Where have you been? I've been waiting for you to arrive for days now. Hold on. Are you all they sent?
there is a mission in Deshaan, down in this village. This will be a little bit of a bonus.
Where have you been? Didn't in all the someone in by the
You go into this town here. Now this is for all you guys that like to do Cyrodiil under level 50. You get into a mission here where you go into... I will say, I will preface this, I have not done this in a while, so I'm not sure if they've...
by the tribunal. Grow.
I don't know if they've fixed this or not, but...
What in oblivion?
I got my tickets from that.
Let's get out of here.
So now I've got to go talk to the townsfolk. There's a part of this mission in this town, as I was trying to say, where you get into a cave where there is zombies. It's basically the townsfolk have been turned into zombies. And once you are in the cave with the zombies, you do not gain any XP on your account while you're killing the zombies. Now, why that's important is because you will not advance your character level to 50. However, it does advance your Fighter's Guild. So if you want to get all the way to 50 and do that grind, you can do that, and it will give you Dawnbreaker for your under 50 Cyrodiil campaigns and your PvP zones. So I'm just going to get to that point really quickly here in this video. Hopefully it won't take too long. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible. Turn my harvest map add-ons again. That's not saving because I've got too much stuff on right now. But just to give you an idea of where I'm at, I'm in western Deshaan, just in this little town right below the quarantine Cirque way shrine. And the mission giver is pretty much right there when you're standing at the way shrine. So now we're going to find the old graveyard key.
The Malborn are using the back gate. Hey! What are you idiots doing? Do we look like...
The Arcanist Beam is a really powerful tool to use, and there we go. I've got dual wield 9. Now I search the backpack here, and then this will take us to the old graveyard and in here. And where we want to get to is up here into this room right here, the catacombs. The Cirque catacombs. This is the objective right here that I was trying to get to. So once you get into this room right here, you're just going to stay in here as long as you want to and just kill zombies continually. Once you get down here, now watch, I will, if it's the same, as you can see, I am not getting XP on this. Well, now I am. So they must have fixed this, so perhaps they fixed this issue, so now I am getting XP. So unfortunately they killed that. But this is a good place to level your Fighter's Guild because it is all zombies. Okay. Now as you can see, I'm killing these right here. And I'm not getting the XP. So these zombies down here in this area are where you kill them. And as you can see, I'm getting Fighter's Guild, but I am not getting XP. So this part is still actually live. You kill the zombies down here, and as you can see, my Fighter's Guild is going up on the bottom left-hand corner, but I'm not gaining XP from killing these at all. Hard to attack when you're swimming. Be careful about this little puddle here. If you come in here, this part right here does make you swim, just so you don't unnecessarily get killed. And these things spawn back really quickly. As you can see here, I'm not getting any XP in this area, but I am leveling my Fighter's Guild. So again, this is going to take a long time because you got to kill a lot of zombies to make that sucker to get all the way to level 10. But if that's something that you want to get for your under 50 campaign, I can't imagine how hard a Dawnbreaker was going to hit on a under 50 character that's not expecting it. So keep that in mind. I'm going to end the video here with that last little tidbit there. In the next video, I will probably try and finish off the provisioning. I'll think of some other things that I can do. Maybe I'll do some master writs to show that how easy that is. But the next video is likely going to be my last one. Just want to give you guys kind of a good roadmap on how to do this. Like I said in previous videos, make sure you keep an eye on this stuff here while you're leveling, actually gaining XP on it, and swap it out as needed, because it does level faster than what it is flagging on the active screen right here. So just keep that in mind when you're doing that. I know I've kind of made this a really long, drawn out topic, but I just wanted to give a really thorough example of how I power level stuff. It's not even really a power level. I call it a thorough level, because I like to make sure that when I get done leveling a character, all this stuff is usable. I've done it in the past again where I've only had like this right here. If I don't ever touch this, it's never gonna move. So I'm probably gonna need to kill something with the one-handed sword and shield here, and then also the two-handed to get that to where I can progress it a little bit more. I may not use it very often, but it sure is nice to have it up to like a level 43 rather than a 2, so that you can actually get advantage of some of these passives down here. Um, as you can see, you can't even buy this unless you're a level 41, so that'll give you an idea of how weak your your character will be if you want to do like a two-handed sword. So I'm going to end the video there. Thanks again for watching. If you liked this video, check out the previous 3. I'm going to put these all in the same playlist. If you go to my YouTube channel and go down to my playlists and then locate the beginner barracks playlist, you can locate it there. I'll also link the playlist in the description in case you just want to zip right to that. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.